How did Utah pull this one out? Quarterfinal action here at Stanford. Utah scoring 4 in the 7th to come back to defeat Oregon 7-4. Let's start though with Oregon having its way.
Now, Oregon set the tone early in this game. They were in the driver's seat. Emma Kauf with an RBI double here, just showing it off. And then a couple of insurance runs due to the miscues defensively for Utah. But I tell you what, until the 7th inning, Oregon was in control, but there's always outs to be played. And how about this moment? There's an intentional walk trying to happen against Julia Jimenez. The ball gets away, the tying run, Haley Denning coming in to score. And then just a couple of pitches later, the biggest moment of the game, in my opinion, is all about the freshman, Shanti Posse, the 3-run home run. Oregon was 1 out away from walking away with a victory. Utah comes all the way back. And then, of course, Mariah Lopez, the All-American, the gutsy senior, getting it done with the strikeout in the 7th inning to end this ball game. How about the defending champs not going away just yet?
So a 7-4 final for Utah in dramatic fashion, just a crazy 7th frame. Lopez goes the distance again for a huge victory, and Utah moves on. They will face Stanford, the Cardinal, in kind of a quieter game, if you will, outlasting Cal.
Yeah, you think of all that offense that we saw between Oregon and Utah. Well, this is going to be a little bit more of a pitcher's duel between the two rivals in Cal Stanford, and it was all about the 4th inning for Stanford. A couple of defensive miscues for Cal, allowing extra base runners to get on base for Stanford. Stanford only had 2 hits in the game today. They were just manufacturing some base running things, small balling it up, and then of course waiting for the big hit of the day, and it comes from the sophomore leadoff and Taryn Kern. 2 RBI single. You see how fired up they know who they have in the circle. In my opinion, I was talking about it all day today. This is the best pitcher to do it in our game right now, Nyjah Kennedy. So you give her 4 runs to work with, she's going to shut it down. 10 strikeouts. Pitch count was a little bit high just for her, but she was able to deal with it. It's not always perfect in postseason. She got it done in the circle. Sophomore looking sharp.
Ends the game with the strikeout. So Kennedy picks up the victory, and Stanford has to rally to defeat Cal, but the Cardinal moving on. They will face Utah in the semis.